Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It is the 24th of January. It's lunchtime. It's 12:15, and the markets are giving some reasons to take some caution here. So I thought I'd jump on real quick and talk to you guys about some of this. You guys want, you can chat with me through the live chat interface, ask questions. So, we were going along business as usual. We had gapped up, nice strong move in the markets and the SPY and the Qs, but the IWM was kind of lagging all day long. So it was giving a little bit of a warning sign. And then we got these big down candles out of nowhere. So at this point, we have to look at this and say, okay, you have the decisions to make. We're extended on the markets, right? Nothing wrong here. We're just very extended, long run up here. And all we did here is we came in and we did some engulfing of the range, right? So the Qs, new all-time high today, reversed and now engulfed yesterday's candle. SPY, similar, right? New all-time high today, came down, engulfed, and is back off the lows here a little bit. There's a lot of rolling going on out there right now. They're rolling a ton of options out. Let's take a look at the VIX real quick. VIX gave a big spike here, gave us reasons to look at it, right? To pay attention. And on the SPY here, but I just lost what I was looking for. There it is. Pull this down. They've been rolling out of all sorts of Feb calls into March, a lot of them especially into the 288s, some 300s going off out there, lots of way cheap stuff. So this tells me they're taking some profits today and they're getting out of the way of some of this stuff, which is not a horrible thing. It's not the end of the world. It just tells me that they're taking caution here, right? They're closing some of these out and they're moving things up and out and around, taking profits and buying cheaper stuff, but leaving something on the table. This is a lot of times how they play, right? So, breadth went bad today, right? Advanced decliners, this is something we always look at, went bad. And we came into today hot. And by today, even today hot, I mean the put to calls and stuff were really hot. So you look at breadth, right? Yesterday, I was saying that, breadth was not good yesterday for most of the day. And now today, we got that big, big down day here, right? So now negative on breadth for the day here. So the put to calls, which we were getting a little hot on yesterday, this is helping to cool them off, right? Whenever we get readings down here like these 0.55 and this 0.50 we had yesterday, we're getting really bulled up in this market. And you usually can expect some type of short-term push to try to take some of the bullishness out of the market. And that might be just what we're seeing here today. I mean, this is, there's some volume here, but they're not just taking the market straight down, right? There's no there's no capitulation type volume. This just seems like a lot of just, let's just get out of the way. Let's take some bullishness out of this market and let's, which is a good thing. We've been running for so long. And while we're sitting here, there's still calls coming in. IWM right here. Nice bet on the IWM. Feb 159.50 calls. You got a sweeper there. So they're swept up. Somebody wants them for about $215,000. So that kind of stuff is still coming in here as we're looking at this. So we just got a little bit carried away. So what did I do today? Guys, I took a lot of profits. I bought Bank of America this morning, had a nice profit, ended up closing it down like 2 cents, trying to get out. Got out of my GS calls for a very nice profit. Got out of my C calls for a very nice profit as well here at this point. And why did I take these down? I took them down because I just decided that if I had profits, I'm going to get out of the way of some of this stuff. Nothing wrong with that. It's a great time to clean up some positions, shuffle your feet, see how this sets up. It'd be nice if we could come down and reconnect here with the 8-day. That would be good, right? Get a little bit of this bullishness out. We're in the middle of earnings seasons. I'm really not expecting a massive sell-off here unless there's news out there that we're just not seeing here at this point. So, you try to stay with some of your positions, try to stay in the market. I'm still long some of them. I bought some Delta this morning, the March 60 calls, which are now really red. And I bought them because there was big buying into Delta, and this was all on UAL, which was a bad conference call. So I'm going to give this a little bit of space. I'm still in some X calls that I have for February that are right around break even. And I still have a little bit of AMAT on as well. Right, so I'm still trying to stay long this market. AMAT getting hit on the TXN miss last night, right? I do that all the time. Big miss on Texas Instruments, right? It was a TEX, yep. So, just little things here to look at, little things to do here at this point. GIS, great one. GIS, how about that? GIS, April 65 calls coming in. 65 calls are swept. Looks like about 480 of them at 53 cents. A little bit more coming in. And we've seen a lot of that coming on in here. HMY had some off-the-hook volume today in different options. And I played this with Common, made some nice money, eventually got stopped out, and now we'll see if it'll reload. I might look to go back into that if the market turns up here. So, we're looking at some of the names I know everybody's looking at. Amazon got hit hard. I said last night, we were talking about this on Analyze Your Trade. I said I would, if anything up here, I'm looking for a cute short. Look at this gap up and now what, 30 bucks off the lows it went. So, there's your cute short if you wanted it. Still extended up here, still really high here, still running big time. Netflix was running wild today, had a big call, bouncing back here, right? So, the whole entire length of that candle, nothing to do there. The weak link here is Apple at this point. Apple is the big time weak link in this. They keep getting bad news. So I'm just avoiding it right now until I see somebody come for this or something change. I don't know that I can do anything on this here. You guys have any questions? Hey, Chris, how are you? Ask them here. So my advice here is clean up some positions, take some profits, tighten things up. This could be all about nothing, or this could be a little bit of pull in here, a little reconnect with the 8-day. I wouldn't get totally worried about things. We're in the heart of earnings season. The option flow overall has been very bullish, even into today, even into this. While we're seeing some protection on the indexes, we're not seeing huge type protection coming screaming into the names so much. And try to sit tight and see what happens here. I do this every day, guys. For people in my service, they hear my calls every morning. They get all the flow and all my trades and the news throughout the day. And we do a wrap-up video every night. And then every Thursday night, we do a subscriber webinar where they can come in and ask me questions one-on-one. If you're not a member of my service, you'd like to, smartoptiontrading.com. Click on the link in the description. And, come over and join me for 25 bucks for your first 30 days. What do you have to lose? We have a great start to the year. You'll find I use the market option flow to give me sentiment. And, I've been saying for the last couple of days, we're getting a little bit carried away here. So, if you're looking for something to help, come over, see me, smartoptiontrade.com. You click on this link here. It'll take you to real-time option flow, $25 subscribe. If you're looking for help, you're lost, you're trying to trade better, you want to learn more, I do mentoring. Just click on the description here, click on it, fill out the form. Be happy to help you guys all out. That said, it is 12:23. The markets are just, look like a little bit weakness yet. And I would just stay on the sidelines here. I'm not looking to short this at this point, maybe a little bit later on if we keep going. But right now, I've just cleaned up a lot of my longs, and I'm willing to just sit here now and see what's going to happen. I don't have any positions. I have one February position that's a little bit of X 41 calls. Everything else is out in March or later at this point, and I'm going to sit there. So if you guys don't have any other questions, if you want, you could type with me, ask the way. If not, I'm going to log off, grab some lunch, and we'll see where this goes from here. All right, guys, thanks for listening. And, if something changes, maybe I'll come back live later on and we'll talk about this some more. But for now, just take it easy, be careful, clean up your logs. Talk to you later.